Hello and welcome back to my garage. I've been out and about, been using the wee Bonneville a bit more, and I think it's great. It's going really well. It's a nice, lovely bike. There's only one thing that it's lacking, in my opinion, and it's actually carrying capacity. There's nowhere on the bike to actually put anything. I do have a rack for the bike, which I could bolt on, but I don't really like it. It spoils the look of this bike. I think the way she's looking at the moment, she's just gorgeous. So yeah, if I was going somewhere and I needed the rack, it's quite an easy job to take the seat off and bolt the rack on and use it and take it off again when I'm finished. But what I was really looking for was something to use on a day-to-day basis where you could just carry some camera gear or some waterproofs or a wee pump doing, if you got a puncture and a wee puncture repair kit, etc. Just the wee odds and sods, nothing big. And I've been looking around, there's not much on the market that you can really use that would be in keeping with the bike, until I happened upon this wee solution quite recently, which I thought, this looks really good. This is it. It's a wee soft bag from SW Motech. It's the Legend series. If I'll tell you the exact part number, I can't remember it. It's a Legend gear side bag, an LC1, and it holds 9.8 litres, which is exactly what I'm looking for. This is the one is in the black edition. They do two colours. One's got a slightly kind of brownish kind of panel down here, and because it's canvas and kind of leathery kind of look plastic. I thought the black edition was just really nice for this bike. You can get them for both sides of the bike, but they are sided. This is a right-hand one because I wanted to just push it on to the right-hand side and just run with a single bag. But you can get two of them and have them on either side, but again, they are left and right. But to fit it on the bike, I also didn't want something that was going to be strapped on, because this isn't strapped on. This has got a connection system on the back that just clips in place. And what that clips onto is this mounting bracket, which again just bolts in down here, and it's quite unobtrusive as well. It's not a large cumbersome thing. So basically that would sit on the bike quite nicely and allow the bag to just sit here. And I think that'll solve my needs for just general day-to-day out and about running. To fit it, I'll basically have to take off the seat, take off the back mudguard, and get into where it all bolts in. So I'll stop the video just now. I'll take the seat and mudguard off, and I'll come back to you. This basically is the mounting bracket. It's an SLC side carrier right, basically specifically for a Triumph, Thruxton, or a Bonneville, an SC, or a T100. It comprises the main bracket. Another wee bracket here, this bolts onto the bike at the back of the suspension mounting, and it bolts onto here. There is some wee bobbins here which screw into the frame like so. I'll tighten these fully properly later, and another one here, but this one's got a different fitting because that's the way where the kind of lock catch goes on. So it's the same bobbin but with a different screw and lock piece on the top. So again, yeah, they just screw on. And again, it's just held on by a couple of screws, bolts on here at the back, two screws that go through here onto this mounting plate, and one screw that goes into the mounting plate which holds that onto the bike. So we'll go about fitting this bracket to the bike. So the first part we have to fit is basically this mounting here, which sits in at the back in here and provides that front mounting. So the reverse side on the frame of the suspension mount, there is a threaded hole, which is triumph used for either fitting the rack or the grab rail. So it's already there. So that basically screws in with one of the screws that's supplied with the kit. I'll leave it slightly loose at the moment. The next job is basically to fit the bracket on. There's a wee spacer that goes on, which goes to lift the bracket up slightly, so that tiny wee spacer has to go on as well. So it's a case of offering up the bracket to the front mount and screwing it in loosely just now. That's that one in place as well. And screwing the back one on as well. So that's it. That's how easy it is to fit that side bracket. I'll stop it there just now. I'll stick the mudguard and the seat back on again. And that's the bracket now fitted onto the bike. As you can see, it's really unobtrusive. It fits in really nicely. It doesn't look out of place at all. So basically, to use the bag, on the back of here, there's actually 3 slots, and they locate onto these 3 lugs. And at the top front here, there's a wee catch here, which clips onto and locks onto this one here. So to use it, it's a simple case of offering it up to the lugs and just snapping it on. And that's it, that's it on. So simple. To take it off, just hit the wee catch and it's off. It's a really neat little solution. As I said, the bag can hold up to 9 litres. It's opened up by these wee catches here, a wee catch here. Come on, come off. And one at the back. And it's just basically like a dry bag. It's got a Velcro at the top, which opens up to reveal quite a substantial bag. The bag itself, although it would probably be showerproof, it's not waterproof. But it comes with a dry bag inside it as well. Which again, the dry bag has a Velcro closure on the top as well. So once that's inside, you have a very neat and dry solution. Yeah, so I think that's really, really good. I mean, what could you carry in it? Some typical things. I like to carry a wee Airman tyre pump. So I would have a wee tyre pump, so if I get a puncture, I can potentially blow the tyre up. And I carry a tyre pocket stop and go, so I can potentially plug a puncture. I've got some visor cleaning, what solution? A pair of waterproof trousers. What else could I carry? A spare pair of gloves. Or you could put a flask in there with some sandwiches and stuff, whatever you want. Just what you're going to need for a day. Some camera gear, just perfect. And then just close up the Velcro on the inner bag. Fold it over like you would do with any normal dry bag. Lock the clips together. And that's in there fairly secure. And then again with the top, just pull it together, close the Velcro top on it, so fold it over a couple of times, and then attach the clips here and the clip here. Pull down on that a wee bit to kind of tension it a bit, and then the final one can go over here as well. So that's basically the bag. I think it is really neat. It's not some clumsy hard luggage, it's nice and soft, it's quite retro looking, it's quite nicely detailed. Split clearance for the suspension, so that's not going to hit that. These shock absorbers, they're Hagen shock absorbers, so they're actually fatter than the standard ones, and there's plenty of room in there as well. It's not going to make contact at all. Yeah, I'm very pleased. For what I want to carry on a daily basis, to me, this will be absolutely ideal. So I hope you found this video quite interesting. I would say now, this bike is now really fit for purpose. Yeah, it's just ready for adventures and days out. If you're interested in this bag and this system, but it's not a Bonneville, have a look at SW Motech's website and you'll see if you can find something similar to fit your needs. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost anything, it's free. And hopefully we'll see you on the next video. Ride safe, bye for now.